So, continue lang natin yung ating discussion ng Power Industrial Plant Advanced Pressure. So, basahin ko lang. Water, given ang specific heat that is 4.2 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin, is being heated by 1,500 watt heater. What is the rate of change in temperature of 1 kilogram of water? So, pag naghahanap ng rate of change at given tayo ng heat ng problem, then sabi nga natin, dalawa lang yung klase ng heat, sensible at latent heat. Kung change of temperature yung pinag-uusapan, then we will proceed with sensible heat. So, ang sensible heat natin, CB yung binigay, is MCV delta T. Diba? So, yung Q, that is 1,500. Kaso, ito ay naka-watts. So, ang unit ng CB mo ay naka-kilojoule. Para maging consistent yung units natin, etong unit ng ating watts should be changed into kilowatts para consistent yung units natin. So to change this into kilowatts, so we will simply divide this into 1,000. So ano ba yung 1,000 natin, sir? This unit ng watts, i-change natin ng kilowatts. And so kaya, pag sinubstitute natin yan dito, ang makukuha nating value ay 1.5 equals 1. Sorry, yung mass natin ay 1. So, magka-cancel out yung kilogram dito. Tapos, delta T. Yun yung hinahanap natin. So, yung kilowatts natin, so, yung unit mo na ito ay kilowatts. Yung kilowatts natin is basically kilojoule. And so, this is kilojoule per second. So, this will cancel out yung kilojoule natin dito. So, mawala yung kilogram. Ang matitirang units ay yung Kelvin tsaka yung second. So therefore, Kelvin per second yung lalabas na units natin dito. So pindutin lang natin yung values from our calculator. This is 1.5 equals 1 times 4.2 yung x. Gawin lang natin delta t. Okay, shift solve lang natin to. Makuha natin yung value ng delta t natin as 0.357 Kelvin per. So from the choices, and yung letter C. And sige, so another problem from our refresher. So let me read first the problem. 1 kilogram of water, CB ulit given, that is equivalent to 4.2 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin, is heated by 300 BTU of energy. What is the change of temperature in degree Kelvin? So, naghanap ng change in temperature, given ka na naman ng heat. Yung unit nga lang ng heat natin ay naka-BTU per pound, rather BTU ng energy. So, how are we going to solve this? So, dalawang klase ng heat. Sabi ko kanina, those are sensible and latent heat. And pag nagkahanap change in temperature, we always proceed with the formula of sensible heat. Ano bang sensible heat natin? So, ang sensible heat is always MC delta T. Yung C, depende na lang kung CP or CP yung binigay. In this case, CB yung binigay. So, sorry, yung ating CB ay 4.2 kJ per kilogram Kelvin. Naka-SI units. Yung heat natin, naka-BTU. So, what we need to do is to convert yung BTU into kilojoule. So, 300 BTU version ng BTU to is 1.055. Ano lang yung gagawin? Bali, that is 300 BTU times mo lang ng 1.055 kilojoule per BTU. Cancel out yung BTU, magiging kilojoules yung matitira. So what we would get is 316.5 kilojoule. So yan yung value ng Q natin. Pag meron na tayong heat na Q, so meron tayong given na to, yung CV is basically ito yung given yun. Yung mass natin, so given din yan, that is 1 kilogram. So ang delta T, pwede na natin makuha. So we simply direct out. So this is 316.5 kilojoule. Yung mass natin, ang unit niyan, kilogram. Nakalagay sa problem, 1 kilogram. And yung 4.2 is yan yung CB na may unit na kilojoule and per kilogram Kelvin. So from this particular unit analysis, maka-cancel out yung kilogram. at kilojoule, ang matitira is yung degree Kelvin nung nasa CP natin. Diba? So, Kelvin yung matitira. So, i-solve lang natin to. And so, na-compute na natin yung Q. We just needed to get yung delta T, 316.5. Equate lang natin to sa 1 times 4.2 times yung delta T. So, press lang natin shift solve. Press equals. Makuha na natin yung delta T natin. Is equivalent sa 75.36 Kelvin. Tanggalin ko lang tong units natin since na-analyze naman na natin na yan ay Kelvin. The choices, yung closest answer natin, change in temperature, is yung letter A, di ba? 75.36 Kelvin. And sige, so another problem from our pipe Bunsen pressure. So, basahin ko lang. Determine the change in enthalpy in per pound mass of nitrogen gas as its temperature changes from 500 degrees Fahrenheit to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. So, given tayo ng CP, 0.2483 BTU per pound degree lang kayo. So, for a particular ideal gas, so in this case, nitrogen gas, yung change of enthalpy natin is always the same. So, what do you mean by that is, kahit anong scenario, yung change of enthalpy pag hinahanap, lagi siyang MCP delta T. Diba? So, doon sa problem, given tayo ng CP, diba? Tsaka delta T. Asan yung mass? So, binanggit naman per pound of mass. So, yung mass mo magiging 1. Diba? So, ang matitira na lang, CP delta T. So, yung CP ay 0.2483. Delta T, kunin mo lang yung difference ng dalawa. So, that is times 200 minus 500. Yung unit nga lang ng temperature natin, which is Rankine, maka-cancel out sa degree Fahrenheit. That is, the reason for that is difference. Yung difference of Fahrenheit is the same as Rankine. So, once we do that, unit na matitira ay BTU per pound. So, therefore, pag kinumpute natin to, BTU per pound na yung lalabas na unit. Okay, so ganun yung gawin natin. So that is 0.2483. And multiply lang natin ng 200 minus 500. So simply press equals. So please press yung FT para sa decimal. Maging fraction. So that's negative 74.49 BTU per pound. Okay lang natin. Kung negative, isa lang naman yung negative 74.49. That is yung letter A. Sige, so another problem from our pipe advanced pressure. So let me read it first. Calculate the change in enthalpy as 1 kilogram of nitrogen is heated from 1000 Kelvin to 1500 Kelvin. Assuming the nitrogen is an ideal gas at a constant pressure, the temperature-dependent specific heat of nitrogen is Cp equals 39.06 minus 512.79 T raised to negative 1.5 plus 1072.7 T raised to negative 2 minus 820.4 T raised to negative 3 where Cp is in kilojoule per kilomole and T is in Kelvin. So, naghanap ng change in enthalpy. So, tulad nga na nabanggit ko kanina, pag sinabing change of enthalpy, that is always equivalent sa MCP delta T. Diba? So, lagi siyang ganon. So, ganun yung gagawin natin. So, from definition, ang CP is derivative ng enthalpy with respect sa temperature. So, to get yung change of enthalpy natin, we would need to integrate yung CP natin. Diba? So, sir, paano natin malalaman na yung gagawin nating formula for change ng enthalpy ay MCP delta T na direct south or kung ang gagawin natin ay yung MCP na may integration. So, the first clue na makikita natin para malaman kung i-integrate yan or hindi is kung binigyan ka ng CP na equation. So, kung binigyan kayo ng CP na equation yung form, and in this case, ganun yung nangyari, then you will need to integrate yung problem. Diba? Yun nga lang, huwag kayong kabahan. Di porket mag-integrate, kakabahan na kayo. Yung integration, pwede namang gawin ni calculator. May limits naman na binigay. 1,000 hanggang 1,500. So therefore, yung change of enthalpy from 1,000 to 1,500 is 39.06 minus 512.79 t raised to negative 1.5 plus 1,072.7 t raised to negative 2 minus 820.4 t raised to negative 3 kt. So, ang kailangan nang gawin ay integrate to. Diba? So, sir, pag i-integrate ba, kailangan ko po akong gawin na ganito to? Actually, hindi na. Diba? So, bakit, sir? Kasi pwede naman natin yan gamitan ng calculator nga natin. Okay, so, gamitan lang natin ng calculator. Yung integration, meron sa calculator. Katabi ng egg, pindutin lang. So, that's 39.06 minus 512.79. And temperature, so alpha x raised to negative 1.5. Plus, this is 1,072.7. Temperature raised to negative 2. And this is minus, so continue lang natin. This is 820.4. Temperature raised to negative 3. Pag meron na tayo nito, so lagay lang natin yung temperature. This is from 1,000 hanggang 1,500. So simply press equals. Makukuha na natin yung value ng enthalpy natin. So hindi natin kailangan na integrate yan isa-isa katulad ng ginawa dito. What we needed to simply have is yung calculator natin. So sir, may lalabas dito na unit, diba? Which is yung enthalpy equals 19,523.69 kilojoule per kilomole. So, yun yung enthalpy natin, yun yung CP sa loob. Tapos, sa problem, binigyan ka ng mass na 1 kilogram. So, minultiply na natin ang mass para mawala na yung kilograms. However, yung unit natin is kilojoule per kilomole, kilogram. So, hindi pa na-cancel out yung kilomole tsaka yung kilogram. So, yung kilomole na yan, dito nakuha yun sa CP kasi kilojoule per kilomole yan. Ngayon, to cancel this out, we need to recall yung molecular weight natin. So, for a particular nitrogen, ang nitrogen is diatomic, di ba? So, when we say nitrogen, ito yung may chemical formula na N2. So, dalawa yung nitrogen and ang isa nun ay 14 yung atomic weight. So, therefore, makukuha natin that is 28. So, what that means is, sa isang kilomole ng nitrogen, meron kang 28 kilograms. So, therefore, we can now cancel out yung kilomole and kilograms. Makukuha na natin yung unit ng kilojoule. Sige, so, i-divide lang pala natin to 28. So, this is the reason why it's very important, aside from dun sa kinocompute nyo, lagi nyo rin i-check yung mga units. So, makukuha natin, value ng H enthalpy natin is 697.3 kilojoule. So, pag tinignan sa choices, yan yung letter C. Ayan, sige. So, another problem from our discussion ng advanced pressure ng pipe. So, let me read this problem first. The temperature of an ideal gas remains constant. So, may idea na tayo, this is ideal gas na constant temperature. Basically, that is isothermal. So, while the absolute pressure changes from 103.4 kilopascal absolute to 827.2 kilopascal absolute. If the initial volume is 80 liters, what is the final volume? So, given tayo dito ng dalawang pressure. Pressure 1, pressure 2. Initial volume, that is volume 1. Ano natin kukunin yung final volume, volume 2. So, we can use yung combined gas law. Diba? In which case, the combined gas law is P1 over T1. Then, i-equate lang natin yan sa P2 and P2 over T2. Then, Sabi sa problem, sabi naman, constant temperature. Pag constant yung temperature, we can simply cancel this out, revealing us with P1B1 equals P2B, which is yung tinatawag natin na Boyle's Law. So, since dun sa problem, binigyan ka naman ng dalawang pressure, P1, P2, and an initial volume. Yung final volume, pwede natin ma-compute. Kung gagawin lang, ipindutin lang natin sa calculator. Meron tayong initial volume, 103.4 kilopascal, times initial volume, 80 liters, equals yung final pressure, 827.2 kilopascal. Then yung volume natin is kinukuha natin. So, pipindutin lang natin yan. That is 103.4 times 80 liters. As equate lang natin sa 827.2. Then, times natin sa x. So, shift solve lang natin. So, makuha natin value ng volume na equivalent sa 10 liters. So, from the choices, yun yung letter B.